Get cozy, everybody, because today we'll continue with a game called Love at First Sight. Where were we? Oh, yeah, I think I remember. She misunderstanding. Uh oh. Your side. Stayed in class longer than I meant to today, such has probably been waiting for me for a while. I'm usually the first one out the door, sometimes leaving a little too early, but Sachi always beats me to the school's gates since her classroom is closer to them than mine is. Wait, let me just... Too hot today. God damn. I change my shoes and rush out of the school. Sachi usually comes running to meet me when she sees me walking to the gates. Now I'm past it, and Sachi's nowhere to be found. Did she already go home? I scan the street for any sign of her. I see that she's still only a little ways ahead of me, though it doesn't look like she's noticed me yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to take so... Sachi? She turns to me, her face is almost parallel to the ground, and her usual smile has been replaced with a much darker look. Has she been crying? Mamoru-senpai, thank you so much for all you've done for me, but I'll be fine on my own from now on. I don't mind going home and having lunch by myself, so... Sachi's voice wavers, and I'm certain something bad must have happened to her if she's saying this. I take a step toward her, determined to find out what. What are you saying all of a sudden? Did Sadakawa do something to you again? No, she's not involved. I just think it's best if you have nothing to do with me, that's all. What? I don't understand why you think that. There's nothing to understand. Her head is still down, but her voice is fraying, becoming hysterical. If this is another trick, it's not funny. I'm here with you because I want to be. Do you really want to be alone at school again? Stop, please. At least tell me why. This is just becoming a soap opera now. Sachi turns her back to me and starts running before I even finish. Oh, don't do that. Wait. Run after her, sprinting, and catch her by the shoulder. We come to a stop and I forcibly turn her to face me, but she refuses to look at me. Oh, is this Guape? Oh my god, she's crying a lot. Please stop. I know you're set on being my friend, but if you do, She looks up at me. Her face is sopping wet from the giant tears streaming from her eye. I don't know what you're trying to say, but like I said, if something happened, tell me. Your friends, they hate that you hang out with me. My friends? I did tell her I'd introduce her to Akemi and Tomo, but can't imagine they'd ever say something like that. Which friends were these? Did you actually talk to them? They'd never say something like that. You must have misunderstood something. Yeah. You're the one who's misunderstanding. Will you still think that when your friends abandon you? If you stay friends with me, you'll lose everything. They won't abandon me, but any friend who does is not someone I want to be friends with anyway. Why do you have to be so nice? Stop it. It's already hard enough to accept that you're going to abandon me yourself. I'm not going to abandon you either. Never. Why do you have to say things like that? Do you want to be my friend so badly that you throw your whole life away? Why? I don't get it. Yes, I do. I want to be a friend forever. Oh my god. Did we just friend zone? Did we just fucking voluntarily go into the friend zone all willy-nilly and shit? Oh god. You fool. Congratulations, fellas. We just cockblocked ourselves forever. But why? It's stupid. Can't you trust that I have a good reason for doing this? I can't believe you would do something so stupid, senpai. She trails off. I know what she wants me to say, and I know I can't say it. I have to tell her everything that's on my mind. Didn't realize it until just now, but I know why I want to be with her. I love you, Sachi. Huh? Oh god, this is making me awkward. Well, I thought we were gonna go through some drama arc first, some misunderstanding shit, but oh well, I guess they already cleared the misunderstanding immediately. Going to the movie together yesterday, that was more or less a date. I guess you didn't realize it. What? That? I understand if you hate me. Of course I don't hate you, senpai. I really like you. I love you. No. If that's true, don't tell me to abandon you. I'm happy when I'm with you, and I could never dream of abandoning you. Really? You're really happy with me? I really am. I know I couldn't stand it if you abandoned me then, but I'm only going to cause you trouble. That's fine, as long as you're by my side, I can handle any trouble that comes our way. Senpai! Way to go for ruining the moment, me. I go to her and take her into my arms, and she starts crying her eye out. She sobs into my chest for a long while. When she finally calms down, I wipe away her tears. It's time we started heading home. She told me about my friends who, from the sound of it, were definitely Tomo and Akemi, and what she heard them saying. That doesn't seem like something they'd say. They must have misunderstood something. I'll ask them about it tomorrow, don't worry. Okay. Don't worry, I said. Even if you heard them right, I won't abandon you. Thank you. She's still upset, but there's genuine relief in her voice. We soon arrive at Sachi's house. I'll deal with my friends, don't worry. Clicks gun. I see you tomorrow, okay? Okay, senpai. Yeah. Can I be your girlfriend? Oh. Do you wanna? Yeah. Well then, I guess this is the official start of our relationship. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. Sachi looks so happy throughout this whole awkward exchange. It makes me that much happier seeing her like that, and I smile back at her. Then, see you tomorrow? Yep, see you tomorrow. The next day, lunchtime. I'm meeting with Tom and Akemi in our usual spot, the empty classroom. But this time, we got a fourth person joining us. I'm Masoya Sachi. Nice to meet you. Ochiai Tamayori, a pleasure. I'm Tsunemi Akemi. Nice to meet ya. Sorry about yesterday. I guess you were the one I saw running away. Now that I review how our conversation went, I can see how you could have misunderstood our intentions. Yeah, we're really sorry. We don't hate you, Sacha. Not even a little bit. It's okay. I was the one eavesdropping when I shouldn't have been, and I almost caused trouble between you two and Mamoru-senpai. Please forgive me. This morning I told someone and Akemi about what happened yesterday, and Sachi definitely misunderstood what they meant. They didn't want her to get her out of my life, of course. They just really wanted to meet her. In fact, I'd say it worked out perfectly, since it gave us an excuse to bring Sachi to the classroom for lunch. Well, I don't think there's any ill will between us now, so I hope we can be friends from here on out. Right, actually, when I heard about what happened, I knew I just had to meet you right away and make it right between us, Sachan. So yeah, let's be friends. Yeah, I like that, Sachan? Come on, if you're going to be a bother to her, at least wait until she knows you better. I'm not being a bother to her, so yeah, do you mind if I call you Sachan? Your name is Sachi, so Sachan is the perfect nickname. Okay, sure. Yay, thanks. Oh yeah, you can call me whatever you want, okay? Okay, then Akemi-senpai? Do you really have to be so formal? How about Achan or Akemin? Cut it out. She's already got enough to deal with right now. Tomo, help me out here. What do you want me to do? Stop Akemi from being Akemi? The two of us can't really get a word in edgewise. While Akemi's going on like this, so Tomo starts plugging the rampaging Akemi's mouth with food from her lunchbox, like he did last time this happened. Akemi's always too loud and Tomo doesn't have the best manners, but I promise they're good people. Okay. Hey, don't talk about us like we're not right in front of... Akemi's recovering from Tomo's intervention more quickly than usual, but Tomo is ready for it, and he crams more food in her mouth as soon as she opens it. Those two have gotten pretty close. Sorry, it's not easy keeping those two in check. If they get out of hand, just tell them to shut up. No, I couldn't. My back, don't forget to stretch, boys. It's fine, they're used to it. You just have to show them who's boss. We're not animals, you. You shouldn't listen to boys who say such mean things. Sachan, be friends with me instead. Okay, yeah, sure. Even though Sachi shies away? Is that how shies? I've never seen the word shies like that before, and I don't think that's correct spelling for that, but man, what do I know, right? shies away from the rampaging Akemi. She's still smiling a little. She does look like she's having fun. Maybe she won't have such a hard time getting used to us after all. I know, since we're all trying to get to know Sachin better, why don't the four of us go out this weekend? Akemi, don't pressure her into doing things. I'm not pressuring her, so what do you think? Huh? So soon after meeting you guys? Are you sure? I don't see why not, but where would we go? Oh, I just remembered there's some kind of event happening in town. It got food stands and everything. Really? I didn't hear about anything like that. What kind of event are we talking about? No idea. Akemi, what the hell? But I saw it on a flyer on some bulletin board somewhere. They even had a picture of the food stands. Well, if it's a festival, we probably won't even have to use much money anyway. So why don't we just go check it out? If it's just in town, we can even walk there without too much trouble. Right. I'll find out where and when, and we'll be all set. I don't know, Sachi, are you okay with this? Yeah, I want to go. Thank you for doing all this for me. Don't worry about it. We're going to hang out a lot more after this, aren't we? I guess we're finally going out as a group. This is basically a double date, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think that's really what Akemi intended, but she and Tom are almost a couple no matter how you look at it. Come to think of it, I haven't really explained my relationship with Sachi to these two yet. Not that I've been meaning to hide it, but I should probably clear that up right away. Alright, so Tomo, it looks like you're right about the reason I was fussing over Sachi so much. I see. Did you tell her? Yeah, it went well. I see. Well, congratulations. What are you two talking about? Oh, how do I answer that? Like I said, I'm not exactly trying to hide it, but I have a feeling Kemi would go crazy over me admitting that I have a crush, and I don't know if Sachi can deal with that. I'll tell you about it later. Thanks, Tomo. What? I guess I don't mind if you tell me later, but now I'm really curious. Senpai. Sachi doesn't seem to get it either. She looks up at me with a puzzled expression. I'll tell you about it later as well. But it might take some time, but I'm sure Sachi will be comfortable around these two soon enough. What do you think of Akemi and Tomo? Not too bad, right? Not at all. Tomo Senpai seemed a little scary at first, but I realized that he wasn't scary at all once I started talking to him. Akemi Senpai is really cheerful and lively, and they're both really nice. Akemi wanted to walk home with Sachi and me after school, but her and Tomo's houses are in the opposite direction. As Tomo was dragging her off, she waved at Sachi and yelled, "See you tomorrow," and we started heading home ourselves, taking the same path we always do. You know, if she's bothering you, there's nothing wrong with telling her so. She certainly has a lot of energy, but I really like being around her. If I could talk to people as easy as she does, I think I'd be really happy. I'm glad that you like her so much then. I think you'll get used to their quirks. To be honest, I haven't known them that long myself. I've never had plans for the weekend though, aside from our... anyway, I'm looking forward to going out with everyone. It's going to be great. Kemi came up with a good plan this time, it seems. But yeah, let loose and have fun. Okay, I'll try. Don't try to have fun, just, have fun. That's not what I mean. It's just I have a lot to worry about now. Like what? What do you mean? We're going to be hanging out with other people, so I don't want to look all shabby like this, with my clothes all tattered and stuff. Since I'm your girlfriend now, I mean. I can't change my face and I don't have any stylish clothes, but I can at least brush my hair and cover up my wounds. Well, yeah, that wouldn't hurt. I think I should take off the bandage on my head too. Alright, senpai. Yeah, what's up with that? Is that a head injury or... why do you bandage also the hair? Whatever. Yeah? Do you want to touch my scar? God damn it, now she thinks I have a thing for scars now. Huh? I didn't think she'd ever bring that up again. I'm not really sure what to say. The one on my forehead, I mean. It doesn't hurt anymore, so it's fine if you want to touch it. Do you? Last time you let me, it was because you wanted to repay me. Is that what you're doing now? This is how you repay me? This is your comeback gift? I am still grateful to you, Mamoru Senpai, and I still want to repay you. But I'm, your girlfriend. So this time, It's because I want to make you happy. Shit, she misunderstood that we have a thing for wounds and shit. Oh, God. Oh, well, thanks. That does make me happy. Are you fucking kidding me? At least we know some kind of personality that the MC has. He has a thing for wounds and scars. I know it's a weird thing to ask. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Just forget it. No, I want to. The words come out of my mouth before I could stop myself. Oh my god, we're digging ourselves deeper and deeper into this awkward... what? It ain't exactly a fetish, but... What is it? Some kind of weird hobby now? Hey, what do you do for a living? I like to touch wounds. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. She seems set on it. I guess I can't get out of this. I know she wants to do something nice for me, but isn't this kind of strange? Not that I have any interest in touching her scars, but... Wait, are we doing this here? Are we on the way home from school? I guess we are on the street without anyone else around, but... Oh, this way, senpai. She takes me by the hand and leads me into a narrow alleyway between two buildings. Hey, Okay, can you take off my bandage, please? She leans her back against the nearby wall and then looks at me expectantly. Moving here hasn't really changed anything. It'll just be a lot stranger if anyone happens upon us. And anyone walks past this alleyway probably will be able to see us. The space between Sachi and me suddenly seems almost solid, but I force myself to wade through it as she keeps her eye focused on me. Alright, just a sec. I cannot but hesitate a bit, but after a moment I steel myself. I put my own bag next down to Sachi's and face her. Right, I have to take off the bandages first, I guess. I reach my hand towards Sachi's bandages and begin to unfasten them as Sachi tilts her head forward and closes her eye. I'm only taking off her bandages, but she suddenly looks completely vulnerable. I start to feel like I'm about to violate her somehow. Oh, something's awakening inside, boys, and it's not gonna be... it's not good. I begin to unravel the bandages from her head, looping them around my hand so they won't fall to the floor. As I remove more and more of the wrapping, the gauze beneath it begins to show. Finally, I get to the last of it off, and I discard what I've collected on top of our stuff. Whoa, wait, even her hair is injured? With the bandages off of her head, Sachi opens her eye and looks up at me. So somehow, her hair is part of her body, which is, yeah, that is true. But is it also made with flesh and blood? That's why it has that cut over there? What the fuck? I look down to read her eye as it gleams wetly from the faint light and penetrates the alley. Gazing at the... Come on, dude. How many iPads have I resisted trying to... Gazing at the upturned eye before me, I suddenly feel like I'm falling into it. The feeling is so intense and I can't tear myself away from that black pit. Go ahead. She shuts her eye again, closing what little distance is left between us. She puts her hand to my chest and leans into me. Her touch takes me by surprise, but after a moment, I put my own hand on her shoulder. I smooth over her messy hair with my free hand, brush her bangs away from her eye. Come on, you couldn't at least put the wound behind the hair? The scar behind the hair? I feel her shoulder tense as I run my fingers over her hair. She must be as nervous as I am, but yeah, that is terrible. How the fuck did you get that scar? The scar that was hidden beneath the bandages is on the right side of her head, just below her hairline. The outline of the wound has started to turn dark purple like a bruise, but the wound itself, a slanted cut, has all but closed up. The cut isn't actually that big, but the dark outline makes it look worse than it is. I steady my hand over her temple and gently brush my finger over the wound, trying my best not to hurt her. As I slide my hand over her face, she lets out the breath she'd been holding, and the strength seems to drain out of her. I feel the weight of her slight body press on my chest. She leans into me more, but I keep my hand steady. I trace the wound, making sure to be even more careful than I was with the one on her hand. The heart of this wound is rough, in contrast to its smoother edges, and my fingers seem to keep coming back to it. Sachi seems completely exhausted. Her shoulders shudders beneath my hand. The hand over her wound freezes up. Sachi opens her eye and looks up at me again. I'm okay. Oh my god, we almost poked her eye. And again, she seems to lose all of her strength, all but collapsing into my arms. I start stroking the wound once more, and after a little while, she begins to shudder whenever my fingers make contact with her skin. She's so cute. I'm just touching her wound, but it's starting to feel like I'm doing much more than that to her. You fucking pervert. Sachi held on my arms as she is, seems so drained. It's like she doesn't even have enough strength to stand up anymore, and I'm the only one supporting her. Thanks for that. I think I'm satisfied. Yeah, right, really. I don't know what I might have done if we hadn't stopped. I wanted to say like that so badly, her pressed against me with my arms wrapped around her, but I had to end it. Okay. So she's reluctant to separate from me, and she stares up at me longingly. For several months, neither of us can tear ourselves away from each other's gaze, but I force myself to break away. I gather our bags up off the floor and hand Sachi's over to her. Here you go. Thank you. We exit the narrow alleyway with Sachi's bandages in tow and start heading home again. Senpai? Yeah. Did you, like it? Yeah, I did, thanks. Now she's gonna think, I need a new scar. Let me do it on. Yeah, this is not good, this is not good. You can touch it anytime you want, senpai. Oh my god, this is one of those you shouldn't clip out of context thingy. Sure. I feel like I might lose my mind if this sort of thing keeps happening. I can't ask her to let me do that again. The two of us walk on in silence, unsure of what to say to each other. I keep glancing at Sachi out of the corner of my eyes, and eventually I catch her doing the same to me. When our gazes meet, we both remain silent, but Sachi smiles broadly. I can't help but return the smile, though I feel really embarrassed and quickly look straight ahead again. The silly incident repeats itself a few times before we finally arrive at Sachi's house. Well, see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Just as we're about to go our separate ways, the front door to Sachi's house opens. We both turn toward it reflexively. Mayumi is standing there in the doorway, not looking at all surprised, and she walks briskly over to us. Welcome home, Sachi. Good afternoon, Mamoru-kun. Hello, Mayumi-san. I stand there, dazed. She spares me a quick glance before turning to Sachi. Sachi, I know you just got home, but I'd like you to do some shopping for me. Yeah, I'll go change my clothes. No need, I prefer if you do it right away. Here's a list with everything I need and some money. Just go to the convenience store. It should only take 10 minutes or so, I think. Okay, see you tomorrow, senpai. Sachi, oblivious, takes the note Mayumi handed her and starts off, almost running toward the convenience store. What the hell, what was the point of her having to do that? Mayumi didn't really look like she was in a hurry to get whatever it was she sent Sachi for. Come to think of it, why did she at least wait until I was gone to send Sachi out? I'll be going now. Sachi's gone shopping, so I don't have any reason to be here anyway. I guess I'll head home and... Wait a moment, if you would, Mamoru-kun, I'd like to talk to you. Huh? To me? Yeah, is there another Mamoru here? Well, now I can't leave. What could she possibly want to talk to me about, though? Yeah, to you. What for? Yesterday, Sachi came home looking like she had been crying her eye out. I'd like to know why, and I think you might be able to tell me. Crying? Sachi didn't tell you. Well, I hear quite a bit from her, you know. There's one thing I'd like to hear from you, though. Are you teasing her with all this? Having fun at her expense? What? No, I would never do. Really? Yes, I swear. Fuck. I see. Well, if that's the truth, I'm glad to hear it, but I wonder, do you think you can take care of her? What? Yeah, I do. What do you mean by that? I assume you know that Sachi and I do not have the best relationship. I think it might be irresponsible of me to ask you of this, but I'd like you to become someone she can rely on. Does that mean you're not willing to let her rely on you? No, I was not implying that. It's just that I don't think she is willing to do so any longer. Sachi is... You're saying that she doesn't want to be around you? That she doesn't trust you? Yes, that is more or less what she said. It's understandable, however. Has Sachi told you about her mother, my sister? Yeah, a bit. The two of us were inseparable as children. When she was on her deathbed, she begged me to take care of Sachi after she was gone, and so I adopted her child. Sachi said something like that as well. At the time, my line of thinking was that Sachi was the reason that my sister's husband had disappeared and that she had worked herself to death. None of that is Sachi's fault. In the back of my mind, I knew the girl was innocent, but I had just lost my beloved sister and had no one to blame but her, so I convinced myself that she was responsible. I never told her that I blamed her, but I'm sure she knew it nonetheless, and she soon began to keep her head down even in the house. After that, there was no conversation between us beyond the bare minimum. I behaved like a child. I tried to involve her in my life as little as possible, and she did the same to me. She had just lost her mother, but I was too caught up in my own grief, too selfish to spare even one kind word for her. Thinking back, it is a truly shameful way to have behaved. But once she got to high school, she started coming home with numerous cuts and bruises. It was then that I realized I had neglected my beloved sister's final wish. I knew then that I had let her down. But if you realized that, why didn't you try to help her? I did try. I wanted to know what was happening to her, of course, but she only told me that she had fallen, that nothing had happened to her, and now it's too late for me to help her. But she changed, you know, after she met you. Me? Yes, at first I was cautious of you, thinking that you might be one responsible for her injuries. I'm sorry that I was not more amiable the last time we met. Oh, yeah, no problem. I guess that's why she was so overbearing back then. She does seem less uptight compared to last time. Her stare was so icy then, totally different from how she is now, although I suppose she was ready to accuse me of hurting Sachi from the moment she met me. Ever since the day I first saw you in front of our house, that girl has been smiling more than ever before. She goes back to staring at the ground as soon as she notices me, of course. All this could have been resolved if they simply talked to each other, but okay, we need drama. But still, when I gave her money on the day you two went out, she was the happiest I'd ever seen her. She even thanked me several times. I'd never seen her like that before, and it actually startled me, but her face at the time, delighted as she was nothing less than adorable. That was the first time she had ever asked me something off as well. It made me quite happy, and all of that is thanks to you. So you don't hate Sachi then, I take it? I do not. I thought I did for a long time, however, and I'm paying for that now. If you're admitting to all of this to me now, why not tell it all to Sachi too? I'm not sure she'd be willing to listen even if I tried. I'm the source of many bitter memories for her, you know. I think she'd listen. She is grateful to you for taking care of her. She just doesn't want to cause you any trouble. She told me that herself. But I don't know how I could possibly connect with her after everything I've done. Mayumi looks away from me, suddenly looking very troubled. He seems fixed on something, and I follow her line of sight to the street's corner to see Sachi walking towards us, her head down once again. Looks like it's time to wrap this up. Mamoru-kun, please keep everything I told you a secret from Sachi. Sachi feels guilty about being a burden on Mayumi. Mayumi feels guilty about how she treated Sachi. But both of these issues have all but resolved themselves, haven't they? Yeah. Somehow, even though Sachi has changed, Mayumi's attitude toward her has not. Or at least, Mayumi hasn't let Sachi catch on that it has. And I think Mayumi wants to keep it that way for some reason. Now that I think about it, she must have sent Sachi shopping so she could talk to me alone. Wow. You just realized that? We are going to be the next Einstein, I'm sure of it. She made a list of things she didn't really need just so she could send Sachi away to buy them. Was she just waiting by the door for us to get here? If that's the case, she must have been planning to talk to me from the start. Yep. Again, A+. Mayumi-san, I think Sachi will tell you herself, but I was planning to take her out with some of my friends this weekend. Oh my, are you? I shouldn't have anything to worry about if they're your friends, right? Of course I'll let her go. Thank you. When I talked about it with her, she said she wished she had some nicer clothing. She never asked you, of course, but... I see. Mayumi-san, I got what you wanted, but... Huh? Mamoru-senpai, you're still here? Sachi hands the bag full of things she bought to Mayumi. I was just having a little chat with your friend, that's all, Sachi. I've got some more shopping to do. Did I get everything you needed? Huh? Oh yeah, thank you. There seems to be several items in the plastic bag. It looks like Mayumi had her buy a bag of candy, a few pets, that sort of thing. Kind of strange shopping list. She could have at least tried to make a little more sensible. I need you to come along, so go change out of your uniform. Huh? Okay, where are we going? To buy you some clothes. I've got some other things to take care of as well. Now if you'll excuse us, Mamoru-kun. Right. Clothes for me? Why? Oh, see you tomorrow, Mamoru-senpai. Yeah, see ya. Pal. Oh, funny. The two of them hurry back into their house, leaving me alone. Time to go home. Maybe she's not quite as clever as I thought. Whatever. Cleared up the misunderstanding between us, and she doesn't seem like a bad person, so it'll be fine, probably. Whoa. Don't caress her eye, jeez. What? Did the wound just fucking move? Holy crap. Okay. That just scared me unexpectedly. Fortunately, I have to edit here, fellas. So yeah, this was the... I gotta prepare for work. So yeah, that was Love at First Sight. The misunderstandings were quickly resolved. Holy shit. Is that surprising? I'm not sure if that's a good way of writing, or bad way of writing, but it's still interesting to me. For the editing, give it yourselves. The links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.